Nexiform we began nearly 4 years ago, which has entailed an awful lot of research work and indeed the development of a ceramic tile alternative for the mass market. The process really involves a cold cure process rather than any heat being involved, and indeed we've developed a cold cure top coat, so it's a totally cold cure process which allows us the flexibility in production which ceramic tiles can't achieve. The target market is currently all the ceramic market from floor to wall tiles, with lots of specialist applications for the process, i.e. large slabs and indeed specialist decorative pieces for buildings and building block products eventually. Business itself began for us many years ago, and indeed we were thrown into it through being unemployed. It was a great focuser, shall we say, of one's mind to earn some money. The problem being my wife and I were both trained at art school, and really speaking there wasn't many jobs at that time for artists out in the marketplace. We actually took an idea that we had where the ceramic tile market was very devoid of good design in our opinion, and indeed the handmade tile was shall we say, used by the Mexicans as a mean of transferring their art onto tiles, and we thought, well, could there not be a British equivalent? We really sort of looked at the opportunities we had, and indeed there was a scheme going by the government which was called the MSc scheme, which actually took people off the dole as such and give them a small amount of money, and indeed I mean a small amount of money, and actually took you into what was then the business world with some very basic education in how to fill in VAT forms, business accounts, a loose idea of what a business plan should be and what it should entail. And we were just thrown into the wild blue world of business. It was literally a case of you went to 3 meetings, discussed what you wanted to do. Somebody said, yeah, that seems like a good idea, what you need to look at. And they gave us a checklist, we went away, did it, and that was it. You were in business almost the next day. Yeah, I mean, we've done some amazing things, we've met amazing people, we've been to some amazing places. We've done mural work for people like Ozzy Osbourne, and indeed when we got that job it was just a case of knocking on an interior designer's car window who had just stood behind in a tile shop in London, who couldn't actually get the tiles to complete the job, and said, I can do that. That night we phoned him up and indeed we got the job, and I'd have to say that at that stage we bought our first typewriter to produce the invoice. That's how business starts. You start with very basic facilities and it develops into what we'd like to think is a very slick, organised operation.